This is the BrewVerie Report. Daily news, once monthly. Here are your anchors, Paige, JT, and Mike.
Welcome to another edition of the BrewVerie Report, where we cover and deliver your daily news monthly. I'm one of your hosts, Just Want to Be Tickled, and I'm here with...
You shouldn't have said that because of my first story, but...
Perfect.
I am your little unicorn, Paige. I've got my unicorn onesie on.
She does.
So I'm a unicorn today.
And I'm Cough You Sideways, the Sicky Mike.
Enough of the small chat. Let's get right on into it.
Now, okay, since you introduced yourself as that, I have to read you this. A home inspector in Oakland County, Michigan, has been convicted of aggravated indecent exposure after a security camera showed him masturbating with a Tickle Me Elmo doll while at a client's home.
Tickle me, oh no. Oh my.
It's just Elmo just being like, the letter of the... I can't do it.
I don't even know what Tickle Me Elmo says anymore. But oh my God. This isn't wholesome.
Oh my God.
Get off my ass.
Not there.
Don't tickle me there, no.
No, that's my no-no
That's
zone.
the no spot.
Oh my God! Show me on the Tickle Me Elmo where they. Okay, that's enough. All right, Paige, it's your go. Keep going.
The responding officer reported that the man admitted to placing his penis in Elmo's mouth and the doll's mouth and apologized and said he was ashamed.
You should be.
Yeah, the fact that he could fit the whole thing in his small mouth.
And you know what? Like, I'm not going to kink shame if you're doing it with your own fucking Tickle Me Elmo at your own home.
At your house? Yeah.
Fine. Not even your
whatever
kids.
the
It's got to
hell.
be your own. Like, that's just too weird.
Yeah.
But someone else's house? Bye-bye. That's ugh, no.
Yeah, no.
The officer, the last quote from him says, "You don't think anything can surprise you, and yet the disgusting ability of some people still manages to surprise me on this."
Yeah. Pickle me elbow.
Oh my God. The poor person that had to, when they watched their security footage back, to see that. I mean, wow.
At least that wasn't one of those, like, what do they call them again? The bears with the cameras in them?
Oh, yeah, the nanny cams.
Nanny cams.
Oh, well, God.
Nanny cam gets defiled.
Y'all, okay. So, I want you to see this guy's mugshot.
No. No.
And, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, me Elmo. Holy Jesus Christ.
That's a home inspector, huh? Okay. Hi, Michigan.
He was
I see
expecting
you.
something. Well, Paige,
I had to.
are you ready? Because listen, there's just such a good transition here from one childhood show to another.
Uh-huh.
So nobody's ready for this. Like the Spanish Inquisition, a man dressed as Pikachu runs from police on a modified lawnmower.
I say pardon?
This happened in Rochdale, Indiana.
Oh, of course it's in Rochdale.
Such a place. This happened on November 5th.
What in
An officer found
tarnation?
himself. An officer found himself in pursuit of a 19-year-old citizen dressed as Pikachu, driving a modified lawnmower through town with a trailer in tow while children trick-or-treated.
you.
Oh, you just wait. He was driving erratically, attempted to make a traffic stop on the mower, but the Pikachu turned around, flipped the deputy off, and kept going. He said, "P-fuck you!" Pursuit went on for a few blocks before the deputy broke off the chase due to the man's driving becoming dangerous, at one point attempting to hit the deputy's vehicle. They arrived at his home, where after a scuffle they subdued the man, beat him up, and took him into custody. He faces preliminary charges of criminal recklessness and 2 counts of resisting law enforcement. Alcohol and drugs are not believed to actually be a contributing factor. This motherfucker just wanted to do it. And you know how, like, sometimes funny stories, police are like, let's be punny to show that we're some of, like, we're of the people.
Yeah.
They wrote, at this time, we believe Pikachu acted alone and no other Pokemon characters were involved in this incident. However, we are not opposed to catching them all.
Oh my god, I like that. I like it. I like it.
I mean, yes, sure.
It was good.
You know,
I mean, that was definitely Pokemon Go.
I mean, you know, at least he wasn't like a voyeur, because he'd be like Pikachu through your window.
I don't know any other of the Pikachu's names, so I can't make any more puns.
I don't either.
You don't know anybody else? No,
I've
man.
never played Pikachu.
I've played Pokemon, you know.
That's it, Pokemon, that's it.
I don't remember any of their names.
Nah, it's after the first 150 that it's not Pokemon anymore. Nerd flag high. It was me, guys. It was me. I flipped. It was me dressed as Pikachu. I'm kidding. All right, Mike.
Russian man accused of being global ransomware mastermind arrested north of Toronto. Remember that ransomware thing that was going around for quite a while?
Oh, yeah, I do. Continue, sir.
He is accused of being the mastermind behind Lockbit, allegedly responsible for ransom demands ranging between $7 million and $95 million.
Holy
shit.
So, a Russian-Canadian man accused of being one of the world's most prolific ransomware operators behind high-stakes attacks on critical infrastructure and companies is being arrested north of Toronto after an international investigation by European, American, and Canadian police. When police raided Mikhail Vasilev's house in Bradford West, 60 kilometers north of Toronto, on October 26, officers found him sitting in the garage at a table with an open laptop computer. Police restrained him before he was able to lock his laptop, according to authorities.
Oh.
Recreating a scene from like 007.
Yeah.
I'm a hacker. It's me.
On the open laptop, police found a browser window with several open tabs, including one titled Lockbit Login.
The other one was, man has sex with Tickle Me Elmo doll.
Yeah. At a site hosted on a dark web domain, according to allegations, he's accused of being the master behind Lockbit, perhaps the most notorious of recent exploitation tools called ransomware, that targets, blocks, and locks access to computers' private data until ransom is paid.
Wow.
And this guy was 33 years old.
Yep.
Crazy, huh?
And I didn't hear about this ransom thing at all.
Oh, so you'll get hacked somehow, and the computer will get completely locked, and you'll get emails demanding a ransom, and unless you pay that ransom, you never get access back to your computer ever. Yeah.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's why Paige needed a new computer.
No, it's not.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So, while Vasilevs was charged by the OPP, or Ontario Provincial Police, only on gun charges after 2 weapons and ammunition was allegedly found on the premises, he now faces an extradition request by the United States and attracts keen interest in Europe. So yeah, he's going to be fucking off somewhere else pretty quick.
We have an extradition agreement with Canada, right?
You do, as long as there's not capital case involved.
Ah, got it. Well, this is a... I can't wait. He's going away for a while.
Long time.
A New York City man has been charged with smuggling 3 Burmese pythons in his pants at a U.S.-Canadian border crossing.
I was accused of that
I
once.
say pardon? Like, I mean, every man sneaks a snake across the border, but one usually.
Calvin Bautista, 36 years old, is accused of bringing the hidden snakes on a bus that crossed into northern New York on July 15th, 2018. So I don't know.
Snakes on a motherfucking bus.
But this was posted October 6th, 2022. So I don't know why this is on here as if it's new, but it said this happened in 2018.
It happens sometimes.
It does. It happens to the best of us every now and again.
But it said this guy is from Queens and was arraigned Tuesday in Albany on the federal smuggling charges and released pending trial, according to a news release from the Office of the U.S. Attorney.
So it sounds like United States Justice, where this happened in 2018, they figured it out finally,
Yeah.
and then pulled him. The thing that most bothers me is that Mike beat me to the snakes on the plane joke.
On
I
the
was literally gonna
motherfucking plane joke.
I was gonna say snakes in a motherfucking crotch, but I like the bus works a little better. I think it's a little more, it's marketable.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson's right behind him, like, I did this movie, motherfucker. God, you can't. How did? Oh man, the amount of weight one of those snakes. Now,
Yeah.
were these like infant snakes? Because if that's the case, they've already seen some shit.
Well, it didn't say, but it said 3 Burmese pythons. So, I mean, in his trousers. So,
Triple
Ye old
trouser
trouser snake. God damn it! Like, beat me to it. Oh, God. A man stopped. This happened in November of 2016. A man stopped a street fight by running into those who were in the street fight over. So he broke up a street fight by driving his Nissan Altima onto the sidewalk and hitting the 2 people.
Jesus Christ.
He immediately fled the scene after crashing through the window of the Bad Monkey Bar, which, honestly, that's a cool name. The driver was actually involved in the fight. One person suffered minor injuries. A bar patron intelligently said, quote, "It's just disrespectful to everybody. You don't do that. Think about everybody else around you. You could have killed somebody." I don't think he fucking cared.
No.
2 people
Not
were
at all.
arrested in relation to the fight, but police are still searching for the driver. Now, here's the deal. This happened in 16, right? I can't find an update to the goddamn story, leading me to believe they never found the dude. But he was driving a car. They had a license plate. They had to
Yeah.
have found him. So this is Florida just not wanting to admit that it was a Florida man's story. It's like, well, we've reached our limit for today, boys. We can't have another one.
$10 million worth of silver vanished in Quebec in Agatha Christie whodunit.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. This is an older story that's just come up again recently. In January 2020, a Quebec trunking company received an email with a secret code and instructions. It was to pick up $10 million in silver ingots from a Montreal rail yard and take the valuable cargo to a warehouse. The email had all of the necessary information, the weight of the cargo, the correct container number, and the secret code. So the silver was driven out of CN Montreal's rail lot to a LaSalle, Ontario warehouse. And then it vanished. All roughly 18,000 kilograms of it.
Wow.
Christ.
So this is a
Oh
quote.
my God.
This case has all the elements of an Agatha Christie whodunit, wrote Kevin R. Alto, a federal court judge who dealt with the case management questions to do with the resulting lawsuit.
That could definitely be a movie or
Yeah.
a TV show series or something.
So it turns out the email was likely fraudulent. Thieves had allegedly gained access to a secret code and other details and changed the delivery location, pulling off the remarkable international heist.
I like how they called it an Agatha Christie whodunit, which is like code for somebody done fucked up.
Yeah.
We don't know who.
To date, only token amounts of the silver has been found across Canada and the United States. It's a remarkable tale of international intrigue, and somewhere a modern-day Auric Goldfinger is sitting on some 20 tons of silver.
Gosh.
First, I'll put this to rest. It was Alex Jones.
Oh,
And,
yeah, probably.
I mean, how else would he have so much fucking silver to sell everybody? It's either Alex Jones or some other far-right conspiracy theorist where all they can do is sell
There's-
silver.
There's no real silver in that stuff.
It's just fucking ridiculous. But that's him. It's Alex Jones. That's it.
I believe it.
I mean, I just feel free to send this off. This whole episode, just send it off to the CP. And, yeah.
Don't say that.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House!
There you go. Why don't we just ask Osama Obama what is since he won by such a big amount.
You know, now we have to get a clip of something Herschel Walker has said.
Literally anything he said.
Anything he has said
We
ever.
can do that.
I mean, we got Jewish space lasers, we got Herschel Walker, we've got Bobert. All right. Well, and we also almost had Dr. Oz.
Oh, darn.
Darn. But you know what? In an interview with Sean Hannity, Dr. Oz said some stupid shit about the state border of Pennsylvania.
Never.
He said and declared that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania was an Atlantic bordering region on Monday. Just for those not geographically inclined, Pennsylvania is landlocked. It is not on the Atlantic.
Even I know that. And I mean, I don't know where every single state is, admittedly. Like, I don't know where every state is, but I know that Pennsylvania is not. Oh my God.
Two things. One, I'll give the quote. But two, this is what happens when an asshole from New Jersey moves to Pennsylvania like 5 minutes before the election.
Yeah.
And he thinks, okay. Anyways, he said, Pennsylvania is too important. This is important. We do not have a Republican senator north of North Carolina on the Atlantic coast until you get to Maine. If I don't hold this seat, and there has been a Republican senator in Pennsylvania most of my life, I'm going to keep one here as well. Well, you didn't. And Pennsylvania is not on the Atlantic coast. Yeah, so you lost. Okay.
Well, I'm going to do one that's going to kind of make people jealous, I think.
Oh, great. Here comes
Reverie.
some great Canadian news.
Federal student loan interest to be permanently eliminated. Fiscal update.
All right, listen.
Yeah, see?
I say it with love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than 1.8 million Canadian students owe the federal government a total of $20.5 billion based on 2019 data from Government of Canada website. Ottawa plans to make permanent its pandemic-era pause on student loan interest in an effort to reduce some of the current fiscal pressures on young Canadians as the cost of living rises.
All right, Ottawa. So it's not Canada-wide, it's just the province of Ottawa?
No. It's the province of Ontario.
Ontario?
Ottawa's the capital of Canada.
No, you
I'm
gotta leave that
sorry.
in. I've said so much
No,
that I
you can-
regret
no.
and like.
You can
got-
utterly leave that in. Pennsylvania is
going to.
also Atlantic bordering. So
Yes.
it's fine.
Interest rates will still apply on the provincial portions of student loans, for now at least. While this move is helpful for students graduating, says Rebecca Young, Director of Fiscal and Provincial Economics at Scotiabank, it is ultimately relief for interest payments on debt rather than money toward tuition or other post-secondary school expenses.
No, I think this is good. This is good. I like it. They can move on
So-
with their life and not have to worry about paying
Yeah.
a bunch more than they have to.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a quote. In the bigger picture, they're still confronting elevated expenditures across the board, she said. Now, here we go. More than 1.8 million Canadian students owe the federal government $20.5 billion, with the average loan balance of about $13,367 at the time of leaving school,
Well, I have a question.
which is actually pretty low comparatively.
How did the people of Canada, like, how did, citizens there react to that versus how Americans acted when.
It depends
know-
where in the country you are. If you're in a very conservative area, they're probably pissed off about this because all those fucking freeloaders. But if you're in a less conservative area, you're probably like, fucking finally.
Yeah.
So the average undergraduate tuition fee is $6,482 for an academic year as of 2022, according to StatsCan. while the average graduation tuition is $7,053 as of 2022.
Just wait for my stats. Keep going. And I'll put them in there.
So the Liberal government suspended the accumulation of interest on student loans in 2021 due to the effects of the pandemic on graduating students as they entered a unique job market. The measure was set to expire this March. The elimination of interest will begin on April 1st, 2023, that fiscal update said. So this, the average student loan borrower will save $410 per year as a result of their loan being interest-free. So this will probably cost the government about $2.7 billion over 5 years.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world,
seriously.
right?
So, for funsies, as you were reporting this to make me jealous, I just looked up a couple of things. First, the average college cost by institution from 63 to 64 was $508. So you can put that in your hat, which is nice.
Pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, 1990s. From 1989 to 1990, it went from almost 7,700 to 2000, where it's 10,697. Now, since 2002 in the U.S., tuition's risen by 134%. And I'll give you the average tuition for out-of-state students at public schools. The average tuition is $22,953 and $10,423 for in-state a year.
Wow.
So, on average, in-state students are coming out of college with probably between 50 and 60 grand of debt. And
Jesus.
that does not include the interest and fees and other bullshittery that ends up getting added to it, which honestly probably doubles it. And although that's not a house now, that's definitely half of a house.
Yeah.
Well,
I just looked up the school that I went to. Like when I went there, I don't think I ever paid more than $2,000 in tuition. And yes, it's been like 16, 17 years now. But it looks like now a full-time degree program runs around $8,180 per year. Some full-time diploma programs run from like $5,500 to almost $11,000 per year. So, it's overall a little bit less, but and that's not UBC, University of British Columbia, which is more. Simon Fraser University, which would be more too, but
well, and we've got a college here which shall not be named, which at some point was raising their tuition 10% a year. And they kept saying, we don't have enough money to run it. Well, maybe if you diverted 66% of the bullshit that you give to athletics, maybe you'd be able to fucking afford it. So stop messing around and do what a college is meant to do and educate some people instead of relying on your athletics. Because although a lot of people argue that athletics brings money to colleges, it just goes back into athletics.
Yeah, it never leaves athletics.
It never leaves athletics, ever. So... Yep, that's my lovely soapbox. Sorry, I got too serious on BrewVerie. Whoopsie.
No, that's the truth, though.
To make it lighter, I thought Ottawa was the province, and but here's my argument: I'm not fucking running for election, nor did I earn 49% of the goddamn vote in a state. So,
Yeah.
This is a Canadian story again. Federal government reveals plan to bring in 500,000 immigrants per year by 2025. The plan will focus on admitting immigrants with work skills and decreasing the number of refugees. But
as JT and I just sit here speechless, just shaking our heads and yeah.
So Immigration Minister Sean Fraser revealed the new targets Tuesday, saying the move is necessary to ensure Canada's economic prosperity. Canadian industries are facing a significant labor shortage with about 1 million job vacancies across the country. The new plan puts an emphasis on increasing the number of immigrants who will be admitted based on their work skills or experience over the next 3 years. Ottawa is planning a more moderate increase in the number of family members who will be admitted into the country and a decrease in the number of refugees. Because we've been allowing a lot of refugees the last couple of years too.
Paige, can you imagine, just for a moment, if we let in half of that a year?
Oh.
Number one side would flip the fuck out. But if we legally advanced the process and made the process faster to become citizens, and we let in just half of that a year, and that is half of people who are quote legal right here, who are able to pay taxes, who are able to live safely, who are not, quote, illegal, right?
Right.
And they're contributing, which the folks that come over here are anyways. So
Don't forget, a lot of illegal immigrants are still contributing to tax, too.
correct. In fact,
Yeah,
they
they
probably
are.
pay more than Bezos.
Yeah.
And so, this is, but like, that's the thing, right? They don't want, certain groups of people do not want immigrants here because they know they will not stay in power
Yeah.
if they bring them in appropriately. It just makes no sense to me,
Yeah.
because if you want an economy to keep moving and you want to fill jobs that are open and you want companies to prosper in the U.S., you will bring people in who are talented, who have skills to do so. I don't understand why this is so hard for people to get.
Yeah.
I
So
agree, I know.
Fraser sought to diffuse criticism of the latter by noting that Canada is a world leader in resettling refugees in recent years, including Syrian, Ukrainian, and Afghans fleeing conflict in their home countries. So we're not looking to stop that. It's just we're going to try to bring in more skilled people as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that 500,000 is not including the refugees. That's just skilled. He also promised the government is prepared to handle what will be an unprecedented influx of applications from prospective immigrants wanting to come to Canada, with hundreds of new staff and other changes to speed up the process.
80% of them from the U.S.
Unless they're
Likely.
skilled, they ain't coming. And the Republicans that are saying they're coming up here because Democrats are going to win or whatever, you don't want to be here.
Right?
We have health care. We pay taxes. You're going to fucking hate it. We have gun control. You're going to fucking hate it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Preach it, brother.
That's the thing, right? I think Canada's the island that we all live on from here on out. We all talk
Yeah.
about moving to an island. I think Canada's the island we go to.
So the new plan comes days after StatsCan reported 23% of people in the country are landed immigrants or permanent residents, with the highest ever percentage and top among G7 nations. So by 2041, StatsCan projects as many as 34% of people in Canada will be immigrants.
Yeah. I mean,
And that's not a bad thing. It's
No.
not.
no, it's not. The only counter argument that down here would have is that instead of what is it? You guys have 38 million in Canada?
Something like that, yeah.
I think we have like 383 million.
And you still won't bring in 500,000 a year.
No. Nope. Sure won't. Sure won't. Number
Yeah.
one, it's too much work. How dare the government have to work, or at least fix their process? That would require responsibility. And
Yep.
Yep. I've
It's
gone
sad.
too far.
It's just sad.
It is.
I don't know.
There's a video of this, but a reptile wrangler was summoned to an Australian home where a resident discovered the cause of a moving microwave was a pair of mating pythons.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm out.
Yeah. This is like, like there's hissing and my microwave's moving. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Listen,
What
get
the
out from under the
fuck?
honeywell. Get out.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Is there any more to it, or?
That's basically, let's see.
Do you need more, Mike? Like,
And there's more.
Okay. So the snake catching business said the woman noticed her microwave had moved, and when she looked behind it, she found the pair of mating snakes. Quote, "We were able to get there very quickly and relocate the two lovebirds back out into the bush where they belong." And that's it.
her dog could be quoted as saying, "Ghost."
Into those snakes bush.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the snake lovemaking bush. It's traditional in Australia to have a bush strictly for snake lovemaking.
That does
Can you
sound like
imagine
a
the
thing.
snakes? They were just like, "What the fuck? We wanted a warm place. Can we get the?"
That's why
I
they
did
picked
not
the
invite-
microwave.
Yeah.
This is not a menage a trois. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, Well, listen. Here's the important part. Don't lick the toads. So, refrain from licking the Sonoran desert toad. The National Park Service has warned about this officially as of November 6th this year. The Sonoran desert toad is also known as the Colorado River toad, and is one of the largest toads found in North America, measuring up to 7 inches. The toad... There's a joke there somewhere. I know it is.
Somewhere it is.
The toad's call... Oh, Paige, you'll love this. This is, and I quote, "The toad's call is a distinctive low-pitched toot." There it is. I'm just waiting for it.
Oh my God.
Not
Never
like
heard
me.
I've never heard a toad go.
Yeah, that is so
That's weird.
weird.
Everybody's welcome for that. I hope it blasted through your car. Toads across the American Southwest boast prominent parotid glands that secrete a potent toxin. These toxins make humans sick if they touch the toad or put one in their mouth. Why are we talking about this? This shit's ridiculous. Toxins are particularly dangerous for other animals and might be enough to kill a fully grown dog. Oh. Humans, so in terms of humans, right, the toxins have been exploited towards other ends because, yeah, maybe you don't have to touch it, but you can fucking smoke it. You can smoke anything, apparently. The toxins are actually...
fuck
yeah. Smoke and frogs, parotid gland secretions,
Well, the
America.
thing is, too, they had to tell people, stop licking the hallucinogenic toads. And people are like, no, we're not.
So if these toxins are smoked, it's a powerful psychedelic. And it causes euphoria and strong auditory hallucinations. Here's the...
So I didn't know this could be smoked, too. I thought you just licked the toad and then you just
Guess
hallucinate.
you squeeze it onto something and smoke it. I don't know.
I was going to
That's
say, I'm guessing you
crazy.
like dip like a cigarette or dip something in it and smoke it.
Ooh, wow.
See, out of the list of types of hallucinations that I want, auditory are the last ones. I don't want to hallucinate a sound.
No,
Okay.
no.
I do that the fuck enough, okay? Anyways, processing the toxin called bifotenin is illegal in California. What?
Yeah.
Baphomet.
Nice.
Baphomet, yes. It's
Goat
illegal
with
in
tits.
California. So, y'all stop fucking licking toads to make the National Park Service actually put out a warning. This is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard of escapism, and hell knows we need it, but there are other ways. Like moving to Canada. I'm kidding. Just, there are other ways, y'all. And Mike doesn't want toad lickers up in Canada.
Well, I mean, you can already smoke pot legally, so whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Now the dispensaries sell toads. I forgot.
Maybe, who knows?
What's a toad between friends?
Exactly.
Okay.
BC diver shakes a leg with giant Pacific octopus in mind-blowing encounter.
Oh my God.
And there is a picture. I'll see if I can send it to you.
They make cartoon octopi look so much different than what they really
Yeah.
do. And the real thing is terrifying to me.
He looks mad.
So
Oh,
I've been
he
diving for
looks
12 years.
pissed.
I have never had that. It was just mind-blowing, and it was so incredible. So this is
Definition
in
much
Campbell
different than
River,
mine.
which is the north end of Vancouver Island. British Columbia scuba diver Andrea Humphreys' new acquaintance greeted her more like a long-lost friend, with extended arms, then a full body hug, and finally a kiss, lip to tentacle.
Hey, Mike. Is this a book by Foxy Smolder?
No.
Join our Patreon to find out what I'm talking about. Foxy Smolder.
Oh, wow.
The school teacher's video of the rare moment with the creature in 3-meter deep water off Campbell River on Vancouver Island has gone viral. So it's quote, "I've been diving for 12 years. I've never had that. It's just mind-blowing. And it was so incredible," said Humphreys, who had done more than 675 dives around the world, but described her interaction with the octopus as an experience of a lifetime.
And the camera pans to the right, and there's the octopus smoking 8 different cigarettes going, hell yeah, it was.
So on October 15th, Humphreys and 2 other locals were with a 5th diver who had never seen an octopus on a dive. So, quote, "So our goal was to find that person an octopus, and we geared up and got in the water." And within 3 minutes, I found this octopus. It was just sitting there, out in the open, said Humphreys.
Oh, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
It was.
Humphreys and her friends tried to give the octopus some space while they snapped photos. She estimated its size to be more than 3 meters, tentacle to tentacle. JT, can you convert that? With the body bigger than a basketball.
I
3
just
meters.
wish.
She's almost 10 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a big fucking octopus.
Holy shit.
So, but the octopus had other ideas. It started crawling towards Humphrey's friend, who had never before seen an octopus. Then it greeted Humphreys with its body and tentacles fully engulfing her camera. It's quote, its tentacles were reaching through the camera to feel my face, and then at some point it had crawled on my body, on my hips, and was giving me a hug.
Ooh, where are we going with this one?
That wasn't a hug, girl. That wasn't a hug. Oh,
Another quote, it had tentacles up and around my mouth, and it was sucking on my lip, which is only
No,
exposed
Mike.
part of my body,
Mike, you are not helping your case, baby. You're not helping your case. Oh,
said Humphreys, who captured the whole interaction on video, complete with squeals of excitement.
you know what? I don't kink shame, but for an octopus, I might make an exception.
Well, I mean, for bestiality, yeah, I probably would.
She said such close encounters with divers is
I mean,
rare
wouldn't.
for giant Pacific octopus, which scientists rank as highly intelligent and highly sexual, I think.
Oh my god.
Quote, this was definitely not a normal encounter with an octopus. Quote, typically when we find an octopus, they are in their dens. So like hiding in little cracks, crevices, under rocks, on open logs. So to have it sitting out in the open was pretty rare.
That's because, like, they're usually back there, like, recovering from the last diver.
Yeah. Still smoking that cigarette.
JT, what did you say a minute ago? Because I think I might have said it backwards when you said, okay, I don't kink shame, but you might draw the line at...
No, but for an
what?
octopus, I might make an exception.
Oh, and I said bestiality. Yeah, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant, like, for bestiality is wrong.
We're going to go back to one of my favorite Bond movies. Do you
Thanks
know
for the
what,
clarification.
JT?
With an octopus? Hell no. Don't know it.
Octopussy.
Oh, God.
You know, that wasn't even that deep of a pool. I should have known that, but I'm just not man enough to know 007.
Wasn't that deep, huh?
It wa- Well, that's the octopus's problem, not mine.
Well, speaking of beavers,
That's a left field.
I will spit my beer out.
we're going to from octopussy to beavers. Newhouse Wildlife Rescue in Chelmsford, Massachusetts, posted a video to Facebook showing what rescued beaver Nene did while alone in the room she normally shares with her roommate, Zibby. Well, apparently she was getting pretty sick of her roommate because she started building a dam so her roommate could not cross it and, like, come to her side. So she built a dam because she wanted to keep her roommate out. It's so cute,
Amen.
y'all.
And then she went for a hike to find the goat man. Again,
for the
follow our
octopus.
Patreon. That beaver said, "Damn!"
It
It's like
is so
two kids
cute.
in a car. You just put the line down the. This is your
Yeah,
half. This is
yeah.
my half. Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
exactly.
No, we're not there yet.
That's so funny. Dead. Not funny. Well, listen. We're going from beaver back to snake. So,
That's what she said.
an 8-year-old boy bit and killed a cobra after the reptile wrapped itself around his arm and sank fangs into his skin.
Whoa.
A boy known as Deepak was attacked on October 31st. He was playing outside when the incident happened. When the snake bit down, he shook his arm, but the reptile held on. And since that wasn't enough, the boy decided to bite into the cobra twice, killing it.
Whoa.
Ultimately, the bite was a, quote, dry bite, which meant no venom was injected. I truly didn't know that was a thing, but maybe adult snakes can do that, I guess. I know it's really dangerous to be bit by a baby snake because they can't control it.
Ooh. Ooh.
But I know. Ha 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 ha.
I meant like, ooh, I didn't know that. Not like, God, y'all are so twisted. Y'all are
Hold on.
twisted.
No, I'm gonna take us back with a stat, which is actually kind of interesting. Snake bites are common in India. A study published in 2022 showed that more than 85% of snake bites recorded in 2019, 85% of snake bite deaths recorded in 2019 occurred in India.
Not surprised.
Well, no, but
yeah.
I mean that's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's the second largest population in the world.
Okay.
China first, I think.
Stop making sense, Mike.
No.
Fair. We got to at least have one of us.
Stop it
huh?
with the facts. We want fake news.
We're seeking facts here now.
You know what? It's really sad when the BrewVerie Report is the most honest news you're going to get.
Ooh.
Yeah.
cut.
When we beat Fox News, you know you're fucked.
Man,
we're
we should
being
charge for
silly.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
God. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the BrewVerie Report, where we deliver your daily news monthly and to a degree in which we are rated higher than Fox. It's not hard. The bar is low, but so are we. Tune in next time to the BrewVerie Report. Bye.
No, the bar is low, but we are high sometimes.
So make sure you behave or...
Fuck around and find out.
You might find yourself on next month's BrewVerie Report.
For all the sources for this episode of BrewVerie, head to Reverie True Crime Podcast or Brew Crime Podcast's feeds on your favorite podcast host. This has been a production of Brew Crime Podcast and Reverie True Crime.
She's so high.
Lonely, so lonely.